So, welcome to another episode of Indisputable Evidence. We back again and back full again. I'm your co-host, Anthony Beck, along with my other co-host,
Jerry Brown,
Marcus Davis, and look who the hell is to my right.
What's going on, y'all? So glad to be back. So glad to be back.
He's alive.
It's been a long 2 weeks, but I miss my brothers. And my podcast fans.
we miss
Back
you
like
too, man.
Spinal. He's free like Dobby. Let's get it.
I'm free.
we thought you was either dead or you had to make bail and it took a while.
Practically been in jail these last 2 weeks.
Oh, so you out on bail, fresh out of jail?
First day out.
They said they're gonna let me on parole next week.
Hey, man, that's
My
that's
God.
fine.
Hey man, it's first day out, bro. You know a tradition for your first days out, man. You gotta drop a freestyle, bro. You in the studio yet?
So but you got to go to California first.
This man, the second he went to California, he's never been able to get it out of his head.
Look, man. Oh snap! UConn women just lost at home.
Dude,
St. John's,
wait, what?
Oh God,
69-64. We're breaking that right now. That just
whoa, hey, that's huge news, bro. That's huge news.
Women's hoops is fun right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it is. It
And
is.
right now, Maryland is beating the hell out of Iowa.
Okay.
That's surprising, actually.
So it kind of is. First of all, Lavender Briggs, former Gator, is playing for Maryland, but Caitlin
Oh,
completely shut down right now. Only has 10 points.
that's Tyrese Maxey girl, right?
Yes, that is Tyrese Maxey's. He pulled
Why
it.
would you say that?
Why? Just why?
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Player of the
Hey,
year,
salute for you for knowing that.
40-point
Yeah,
triple
man, I
Katie
saw it on
Clark,
Instagram
and
all the
These
time.
are Tyrese Maxey's girl. That's crazy, Gary.
What kind of stalking are you doing?
Bro, it's
But I feel they were Iowa.
Tyrese
Like,
Maxey is
they're really
level
good.
three.
Kaylin Clark is like a triple double machine. But like they already have one other reliable scorer. She's a freshman, so it's kind of if she has an off night, they're kind of screwed.
Yeah,
Mm.
and we're seeing that right now because it is a bloodbath down in College Park. But Darnell, since you weren't able to join us really for the last 2 weeks, first question is: did you enjoy the Super Bowl and who did you pick? Be honest.
Okay, I did enjoy the Super Bowl. I really wasn't rooting for a team because, like, at the end of the day, we all won. We all won, man, because we got two brothers as QB out there, man. So
He
that
said, "Go
was great
football."
to hear. And the
Football.
Dolphins aren't in the Super Bowl, so I don't gotta cry anytime I see Tua get killed out there. So it was a pretty damn great game.
yeah,
And I know people are gonna get mad at that last play during the fourth quarter that kind of like ruined the little bit thing. But overall, it was still a pretty great game. Like, it was pretty good. People should really talk more about that fumble that what's his name had, because that really killed the Eagles. That killed the Eagles
That hurt
right
my
there.
heart.
Because they were on the throats for the Chiefs. They were gonna clean them out. So
they were.
It was really the play before that, the false start, that put him in that situation.
yeah, that's true.
You had a 4th and 1 right there. The quarterback sneak been working pretty much all year.
Yep.
You had a penalty right there. Now you got 4th and 6. Honestly, I thought they were going to punt the ball right there and try and pin them deep.
That was 3rd and 6. It was 3rd down.
No, it was 4th.
It was 3rd.
I could have swore it was 4th.
It was 3rd.
If it was third, it makes it even worse.
Third.
Well, if it was 3rd, then yeah, that
That's
does
third.
make it worse. I thought it was 4th down because
Because they had to play snuff down, and then Hurst just kind of dropped the
False
ball.
start, and then 3rd and 6, and then the fumble touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
in the other part, we had the mental health show last week as well. So one of the things we talked about was, how we deal with it and some of the things that we do to kind of get our mind off things that we may be going through, like hobbies we may have, like on the side, things like that. So what are some of the things you do to kind of cope with, dealing with mental health and try not to focus too much on things that you may be going through?
So with me, like, a big issue that I have is that, like, I shake uncontrollably. Like, when I'm scared or just anything in general, like, anybody knows me, like, my hands just go crazy. Like,
Right.
so like, a big thing that I do is, like, if it's like short-term things, breathe very deeply, do some breathing exercises. Mainly, there's like this one that I learned from Ben where it's like you hold your count up to you hold your breath up to 8 seconds, and then you hold your breath for up to 8 seconds, you exhale 2 seconds, and then you just do it over and over again just to get your heart smooth in like that. And then other stuff I do mainly as a hobby, go on walks, listening to music. Music is a huge thing, man. Because like you see me with headphones, I get nervous all the time. So just like having just listen to anybody, like anybody, just like putting in a random playlist, Kendrick, J. Cole, like any of them, just get me in the right mood, and then like I'm back and I'm focused. Um, I will say for like those who do have like panic attacks and everything, like just try to find something that like really, really like you can enjoy and you can like focus on. Cause like to me, I never really had those until like recently, and like that shit is very tough. It's very, very tough. So if you can talk to someone, a loved one who really cares about you, a pastor, and maybe even a therapist, like just you can talk things through. Um, and most importantly, make sure you talk to people in general, because like I know a lot of people, and including myself, like that pandemic like broke me,
Oh
like
man.
Oh yeah.
like socially and shit. So
Mhm.
so like I had like social anxiety that I didn't even think I normally had, and like the best way I've been doing it is just like just talking to people just in general, and trying to get back into groove. So like I don't feel like when I'm out there like I don't know what to say, and I'm just like in my own
Right.
corner and I'm just spacing out. So those are just some of the things that I do, and like some of the things I picked up on. But yeah.
It's wild that you brought up panic attacks because I used to actually have a coworker that I literally saw her twice have a panic attack, and it was something I'd never seen before.
hmm
So like what it was, she kind of kneeled to the ground, kind of got crying and everything.
Hmm.
It was scary.
Yeah.
Like I immediately, once I saw her going to, I was like, all right, let me immediately call the nurse. They raced down there to kind of help her talk through everything, gave her like orange juice and water to drink. It was scary.
Yeah, man.
No,
They definitely are real.
it is definitely scary. But
Yeah.
like especially
Hey,
like
money.
J Money, especially as men, like that's a huge, huge deal. It's like a lot of times it's told us to just suppress your emotions and all that thing. But
hmm
like, thankfully that I have a very like loving family. Like my father himself, he's like somebody um who's really like somebody I can really talk to and anything like that. And y'all know my mom. My mom, even though she might be on my ass all the time, she definitely loves me 24/7. So
Yeah.
Shout
I'm
out
just
my mama
thankful for
Rose
them,
though.
because they really set me on the path, and definitely my dad too, because you got a lot of negative role models out there, and like
hmm
Yeah.
and it's very important to like everybody needs to know the image of the media has of black men, of absentee fathers, is not the full case. Like a lot of people have fathers who are right there and helping them out, and really being there out there for them. So
Shoot, I think all four of us got our fathers in our lives, like literally. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's important, bro. It's important.
It definitely is, and it's something
Yeah.
that I think about every day. Like if I meet somebody that hasn't had their father in their life, I'm like, wow, like you kind of really understand like who you start to understand who that person is and why they're the way they are, and
Yeah.
the only thing you can do is really just pray for them that they can get that that male role model. They find that male role model they can look up to. To be
Right.
that.
Right.
a positive one, because there's a lot of negative ones, and even celebrities and stuff. Like some people say that, but like hopefully those people just find somebody within their own life that can really hug them, guide them, whether it's a coach, an uncle, older brother, older cousin.
Yeah, like never look at this to a celebrity or people that you just see on a TV screen, because you're gonna be real disappointed if they do something crazy because you have this image of them in your
Tate.
head that they're Exactly. Like you just image them that you think you all perfect person, but
Whoa, time,
y'all got me
time
laughing, bro.
what did you just say?
Nothing, bro. I didn't say anything, man.
He said nothing of the sort.
You brave enough to try and cough through it. Go on and say it.
Look. So all right. So my thing is, you have guys like, hold on, my thing froze. Oh shoot,
Oh, wait, you back up. You good.
it froze.
J Money, I saw your comment, man.
Oh, can you?
Hope
Can
you
you
get
guys hear me
through
now?
it, man.
We can hear you, but you still
We
kind
hear
of
you,
frozen.
just kind of like buffering it out, but we can't hear you. Hey, now
I
we
can't hear
you.
y'all if y'all can hear me.
You probably gotta
Jerry.
leave and come back.
Dog, this frozen picture is hilarious.
I'm good. So I was saying, what's the guy's name? Andrew Tate, I think his name is.
Oh,
God. I'm trying to say something all important. You just throw out Andrew Tate name.
Between Andrew Tate and Kevin Samuels, God bless the dead, hey.
Top G.
People look at those guys as like father figures, and they think that everything they say is gospel. Like that's not the case.
That's
like,
nasty work.
Yeah. Because like if you look on some of the comments, because sometimes I look at YouTube or Instagram and I see stuff come by my feed, and it'll be like Andrew Tate saying something that's like crazy, and they're like, "Oh, he's low-key spitting facts though, bro. He's low-key spitting facts." I'm like, "Come on, man! Like what I'm saying?"
No. Like I was saying earlier, I was trying to say until Jerry had to throw out Andrew Tate, had me laughing and shit. But anyway, like the reality is, if you look at the people like on the outside, like celebrities, just musicians, all that stuff, you don't know these people,
right?
They don't know you. It's like temper your expectations of them, because they are human just like you. They're going to disappoint you at some point. They just are. So don't let it like shatter your world. So look inward and look out to people who are actually in your lives, like a father, brother, sister, anybody with some sense. Like really, just keep game from them.
Yeah, just look at. Never mind, I ain't gonna say him. Nope.
And any nigga that tells you to work out is not giving you helpful advice, man. Like anybody can tell you that.
Go get big.
Brush your teeth.
Nice. It's a nice.
Wash your face.
But at the end of the day, you're probably still gonna be there when you get.
Yeah, you're still gonna be there.
Like your sometimes you need when you get in the car, bro.
Sometimes you need to go deeper.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that is so surface level stuff is never gonna help you in the long term. It's nice, it's cool, but like I said, your rent's still overdue.
Yeah,
you gotta pay bills. You got all this. You got all that. When you hit that car, bro, you have to really sit in there and deal with it in more constructive ways and just lift weights, go burr.
And you know what I mean? Child support too, so just go on and do it.
Why we got no child support in there?
Hey man, look, there is a hassle on people, man. Come on now.
Anyway,
depending on how much would you want to be Blake Griffin having to pay all that money?
It is what it is. But anyway, take care of yourselves out here, y'all.
Yeah, take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health.
Somebody...
exactly, J Money. Exactly. Exactly.
Nah, for real though. Nah. Now back to the show.
Yeah, we gonna get into the show. All-Star Weekend is just passed, so you know what that means. Playoff push is starting right now. But before we get into that, we had an update on the story that actually broke in January with former Alabama player Darius Miles, being charged with capital murder in the murder of a young lady who was 23 years old. Prayers to her and to her family, man. Seriously. Thoughts and prayers to her. Condolences, all that. Apparently, the update is this. Star player and future lottery pick, Brandon Miller, allegedly provided the weapon that was used for her murder. Now, when I saw this, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I was shocked. And it kind of ties into markets when it comes to celebrities and who they really are. Let's be honest. I don't think Brandon Miller's a bad kid. I really don't. But it kind of surprises me that he was the one that did that. So what was your reaction when y'all heard that part of the story?
Well, for me personally, I hate to go there, but I went immediately to the Aaron Hernandez college situation. best immediately where I just kind of like that same big points fan base by doing something, being young and dumb. And kids make mistakes all the time, man. But I just think that in that particular case is like, how does he get access to, a gun? How old is the kid?
He's 18.
Yeah. So like, what is he even doing trying to get a weapon? And what is he doing providing somebody with a weapon to kill somebody? Like, what is the motive there? It just threw me off.
Real quick, Jared, you brought up Aaron Hernandez. Did you listen to the Rolling podcast last week?
No, I didn't even get a chance to hear it.
I hate to do this. I'm going to spoil it. They had Major right on there. You brought up Aaron Hernandez, what was going on in college, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that nobody on that team knew that was going on? Literally nobody on that team knew that.
There's no way no one on the team knew that, right?
Nobody knew?
He literally said nobody knew because when that whole thing went down, he said he called Joe Hayden, who was his roommate at the time. He was like, "Did you know about this?" And he said Joe was like, "Man, I didn't know about it." So if they didn't know about it, they said literally nobody knew that was going on. How you keep that under wraps from 100 plus players is beyond me.
I find that personally hard to believe, but at the same time, when you're
I think two people knew, 2 or 3. Yeah.
It's not impossible they didn't know, but like it's hard to believe.
Did they say they like suspect something? Like
They
were
didn't
they like
anything? None of that. They didn't know anything about that until like what was going on with him and the Patriots when he was playing with the Patriots.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, yeah, when you just sitting there, when like it's your life, you wake up, working out, you got practice, got class, all that stuff, games. You're not thinking about what your teammates doing off the field. Like you're really not.
True.
So it's not unsurprising that a lot of people didn't know, but at the same time, it's 100 plus players on that team. Someone suspected something, possibly. I'm not gonna sit there and act like I know for sure because I'm in the locker room, so I'm not gonna like speculate or anything. But there's no way no one knew.
But yeah, with Brandon Miller, Marcus Darnell, what was y'all's reaction?
I was like, what the hell is going on in Alabama right now?
Yeah.
I was like, there was players on the team at the scene. Now, I do want to clarify, like, the weapon was Darius Miles' weapon. So there's that. But still, like, what are you doing? Like, what the hell are you doing?
I know, right? Like, bro, go to class, play basketball, go home. Like,
because no one's gonna care about Darius Miles. They're gonna care about you.
Yeah, right, especially that man is supposed to be a top 5 pick. So you already know, like, so I mean, y'all know how it is in America, like, how easy it is to just get yourself a firearm. Like, it's easiest thing in the world.
Too easy.
It's not that hard. Especially in Alabama. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Now, with me hearing that, I look at it like this. Whether he gets charged with anything or not, whether he even gets in trouble or not, you got to carry this for the rest of this is going to be with you for the rest of your life. Regardless of what you do. You have a Hall of Fame NBA career. This is going to be with you for the rest of your life. Because for you to provide the weapon tells me you could have done a lot more. You could have stopped it. You could have stopped. You could have said, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this for you. No, you need to come back home. We need to talk. We need to talk this through. So I say that was a lapse in judgment on his part right there. But at the same time, like I said earlier, I don't think he's a bad kid at all. And I honestly don't think he's going to get charged with anything. We don't know how it affects his draft stock. We don't know. I mean, I still think he's going to be a lottery pick, but you just never know in this situation. You never know.
So what? Like, you're the best player on a number 1 seed going to the tournament, and you're involved in the damn murder.
Yeah.
What do you want? Whether you knew it was going to happen or not?
They're going to talk about that during the tournament too.
Yeah,
they're going to talk about it during the tournament. The NBA, ESPN is going to bring it up when he's getting drafted. Like,
yep.
Shit. But
so
I think
about this also the other part that we're not talking about. This is kind of a suspendable thing here. Wouldn't you think?
No, it is a suspendable thing. Absolutely.
This is
absolutely
100% suspendable. And the Nate Oates statement was
I'm wondering why
he's talking about, bro.
I'm glad you brought that up, Marcus. That was gonna be my next thing. Bring up what Nate Oates said. I was so disappointed with his statement. I'm like, what?
Wait, what did Nate Oates say?
Marcus, you want to pull that up?
Yeah, let me pull it up. Hold on.
It was terrible. I'm sitting like, bro, what are you thinking? Why would you say that? And he came out later tonight and clarified his statements, but at that point it's too late. Even if you clarify, it's too late. You already said what you said.
You said what you said, right?
Like he called it the wrong spot, the wrong time situation. Like, coach, like your program's in hell right now, despite the season you're having. Your guys killing people. Your best players hand out the murder weapon inadvertently or inadvertently. We don't know. There are other players at the scene. Like, you gotta get a hold of this.
That's crazy, bro.
Wrong place, wrong time situation. Someone was murdered.
Yeah,
right?
someone
in your program, and your best player, whether he knew or not, was involved in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what's going on right now. That's exactly what's going on right now. But you have to gain control of this. Like, as of right now, your locker room is unraveling.
Yeah.
And this is the wrong time for that to happen, considering what kind of season you're having. So all that right now is out the window. You have to gain control of this right now and say, look, we can't have no distractions out here. Brandon, you got to be smarter than that, whether he gets charged or not. If he doesn't get charged, it's a suspendable offense. I do agree with that. How many games, and speaking of that, if he does get suspended, how many games should it be? I'd say 2 or 3, if not more than that.
Yeah, because, like, whether he knew it or not, he's an accessory to murder. So it's like, you have to figure this out some way or somehow. Like, you have to put your foot down here.
I mean, as much as I hate to say it, like, I think the best case is that he just does not play for the rest of the year.
Giving out
because it's just
for providing a gun that murdered somebody.
Can you imagine the family? Because this was a young mother, by the way. So
yeah,
like, can you imagine the family just seeing that, like
seeing him on television playing basketball, knowing he provided the murder weapon that took away one of their family members?
There's a good chance they end up going to the national champion. Like, shit.
Okay, well, if Brandon Miller, this isn't an attack on Brandon Miller's character right now, but like, if Brandon Miller was a walk-on player, this would have been an easy decision. But he's the best player on the team, he's a top 5 team in the country. You're gonna probably hold out a little bit if you're Nate Oates here.
He's the best college player in the country.
Yes.
Notice I said college player because of the other 2 that we got ahead of him. But he's the best college player on a number 1 seed, who's probably going to be the number 1 overall seed going into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, probably.
So they're going to be under a lot of scrutiny, and if he does get suspended, if he does sit out the rest of the season, that changes everything for them. They're still a good team, but that changes everything. That's a big part of your team that's not going to be.
And the wildest part about the statement that I didn't get through, like, guess who Nate Oates consulted about this situation? Ray Lewis.
Wait, what?
Yes, I'm dead serious. This man said he spoke to Ray Lewis about how they handle an incident like this.
Hey, man, it's not a bad person to speak to.
No, but that's just a wild thing to say. Like, why would you? I would not admit that.
I wouldn't have said public because you know how the media is. I wouldn't have said that in public, but I will say this: kind of is the right person to talk to.
I mean, I guess
because he did deal with that in his career. So, but still, like, how would you admit that in public, in person,
in a public statement
for the whole world to see?
Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you think it's going to get for Nails? Do you think it survives this eventually?
So I think because of our modern media day and everything like this, if Brandon Miller, like, just thinking, I don't think he gets suspended, right? Realistically, I don't think he gets suspended. They keep on playing. They lose in the tournament, win in the tournament, whatever. If his career is okay and everything like that, this will be forgotten.
Yeah.
This will be a footnote on his career because that's just how the way the current cycle is. If he doesn't, this will be a major stain, and this will be a huge thing on their thing. So,
yep, because
that's
just
unfortunate reality.
Do it. He had a Hall of Fame career. You never really heard about it again.
No, it worked for Kobe. You know what I mean? Like Kobe, what he was going through, all he did was basically drop like 50, 80-point games on people, and he didn't even talk about the damn trial. So I mean,
which is crazy, bro.
Derrick Rose,
and then flying to Denver for the trial.
Oh, shoot, D Rose.
He had a whole case during the whole
Because like, look at that. I love Kobe Bryant. Look at the case itself and like all the evidence and stuff. Yeah. That's all.
The past is there. The past is there.
Yep.
But the best thing I would say, do the Miles Leonard route. Like, try to rehabilitate yourself as best as you can. Showing to the media that like you moved as a person and you tried. Yeah, you actually mean it, and you're making steps to keep it going as a person.
But Brandon Mills' case, I really think he's a good kid that got mixed up with some really stupid shit.
Yeah,
but this stupid shit ended up causing somebody their life.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, like I said, I don't think he's a bad kid, and just mixed up in a bad situation, and it's horrible. So again, thoughts and prayers to the family of the victim. My name keeps slipping my mind, but thoughts and
prayers. Marcus, can we get the name?
Yeah, let's get the name. Yeah. I don't want to go. Yeah. I don't want to move on from this subject without mentioning her name.
Yeah, let me get this up. All right. Jamia Harris.
Thoughts and prayers. For Jamia Harris and her family. Our love and support goes out to them. And I'm hoping that they get peace in this difficult time. I mean, it's terrible.
Get peace and get justice, especially.
Yeah, peace and justice.
Jamia Harris. Thoughts and prayers to her family, to her young child as well. Because I know that's, man. How you gonna explain that when the child grows up? I mean, man. But thoughts and prayers to the family. Pray for peace. That God just covers them with love and gratitude and everything. Just
sure.
Y'all keep her and the family in her prayers. Man, kind of a hard transition, but gonna transition to the NBA now. J Money's asking how you feeling about y'all's teams. Marcus don't have a team, so
go basketball.
Go basketball.
I feel good about my football team for the first time in however long, but
until Trey Walkie missed.
Yeah, man, that was a good thing.
I mean, everything's going according to plan right now. We doing all right. We got this.
Yeah, I'm boys straight, bro.
We're gonna start off with you and how you feel about those little green people up the state in Massachusetts.
Little green people.
I just want to say I love the pickup that we got in Muscala. The guy is a freaking gunner. But overall, man, I'm proud of us. I think we can be better on the defensive end still. I want to see us continue to move the ball. First of all, stay healthy. Like, I think if we can stay healthy, we can go very far. But I just want to see a few tweaks here and there. I love the way Joe Mazzulla is growing as a coach, him adjusting offensively and defensively. Like, that is huge for me, bro. Like, I'm loving that. So that and Jaylen Brown's taking care of the ball a lot better. Jason Tatum's being a great playmaker now, bro. I want to see Rob Williams take those mid-range jump shots. I mean, they're like wide open, and if he has them and they're open and it's like 4 seconds left on the shot clock, take the shot because he can shoot them, and he's a very good free throw shooter. So I would want him to take that shot and make people respect it if it's wide open.
No, you don't. Not right now. He got to get in the gym, work on that first.
Absolutely, bro, baby.
Have you seen him shoot? Have you seen him shoot it?
No, I've said this like I've said about Bam.
Yeah,
the skeleton for a consistent shot is there. You just have to keep working on it.
But see, what did Bam do? He got his butt in the gym and worked on that shot. That's what Rob Williams does that for a whole offseason. Then yeah, you can add that to your arsenal.
I just want to hope Robert Williams doesn't have a whole offseason where he has to rehab and things like that.
Well, because I do, Jerry, I do want to see him add that shot to his arsenal because it's going to make him that much more of a mismatch on the offensive end. Because putbacks, he got that. He's developing more of a post game now.
Mm-hmm.
Now you add that to your arsenal, it's pretty much going to be like Bam, where you don't have a ceiling.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't have to be like a 17-point per game scorer or anything like that.
No,
he also can't be hopeless on offense.
Yeah, right. Just be a threat.
I don't even think you got to be all that. Like, just with him, just be healthy. Like, because he hasn't had a healthy offseason in a minute. So that's just the big thing. Yeah. So we definitely just want him to be healthy in the first place. But Jerry, I want to ask you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's this year?
If there isn't a year, it has to be this year.
Gosh, Darnell. If I'm being honest, yeah.
Jerry, I'm gonna be real with you.
That's what I like to hear.
I
Jerry,
think this is the year.
Jerry, I'm gonna be real with you.
What's up?
If y'all don't win it this year, I don't know if you will.
Oh my God.
When I said it, I don't know if y'all will. If it doesn't happen this year, I'm telling you, teams are going to get better. They are going to get better to try and take y'all down. Right. You better win it this year, because if you don't,
I mean, you don't think they won't either. You know what I mean? It goes both ways. But in all seriousness, though, this is, out of all like the opportunities they've had over the last 5 or so years, this is their best opportunity to win it.
Best opportunity.
Yeah.
Because you are the best team in the Eastern Conference. The West is, who the hell knows is coming out of the West? I think you're better than a lot of teams.
We got to discuss that too. Kevin Durant going to Phoenix does change a lot. I got my Lakers going, but
it does.
I do too. Actually, J Money, I do too. I'm not. I
want when we discuss the Lakers, I want to pull up that schedule. It's looking rough for y'all. I can't even cap.
That's in the way they finished before the break. They have to win a lot. They have to win a shit ton of games. Like they do.
That schedule is still a little daunting.
I think y'all got next year. Next year though.
You know what?
Actually, this is what I want to talk about right here.
Okay.
Because honestly, looking at the way they stack up in the rosters, yes, they can beat the Bucks, and I think they will. And I don't think that's going 7 either.
I'll put it this way: Boston with four starters out took them to overtime.
The thing is, I like Milwaukee a lot. Giannis is going to be the best player in that series. But Boston's overall team athleticism is like leaps and bounds over what Milwaukee has. So like,
I disagree with this statement for one reason.
I think I take the reverse.
7. That's it. They play each other. That series is going 7.
I don't think it's going 7.
Hey man,
I don't see it going 7.
I don't.
Hey, Chris Middleton is coming back, and I know Giannis is hurt. And everything like that, but eventually he's gonna be back.
Yeah.
And they got Jay Crowder into that mix, so.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Crowder will help because you don't want to play Grayson Allen so much, because that was the biggest problem in the series they played last year.
Yeah.
But when he wasn't shooting well, he was an absolute liability on defense. Like you just need
that makes.
Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Jacksonville zone.
Oh, goodness.
Grayson now.
Hey man, relax. Not too much.
J Money, we're gonna talk about it, but I like it. I like it a little bit.
Yeah.
2 reasons. It gives us another big.
Well, hold on. Let's finish the Bucks though.
But like Jay Crowder, like he helps you not have to play Grayson Allen so much. And if he's on fire from 3, then that's a bonus. But like, mostly he's there to basically what PJ Tucker was. Run. A guy who can guard the best player, so Chris Middleton doesn't have to all the time, so he can just focus on scoring. And Drew Holiday is probably the best point guard defender in the league, not named Marcus Smart.
Exactly.
He will give you 17, 18 if he's on. Yeah. So that helps. But outside
40,
of that,
44.
outside of that, Joe Ingles playing a lot of minutes.
That's why you got Jay Crowder to really like he's Joe Ingles insurance because
he came back from ACL at his age.
Yeah.
So It does help. But I like Boston's overall team athleticism more than I like.
Yeah, we're gonna call him Joe English. That's what we're gonna call him.
The only person I worry about outside of Giannis, like I do worry about Chris Middleton, but I think we have so many guards to throw at him on the offensive end and make him play defense. I think we'll be all right. I worry about Drew Holiday. That's the only that is the only guy that I really, really worry about. Drew is an assassin.
He should worry because we saw when Drew Holiday get going, they are hard to beat.
He's the key, bro. He's the key.
Bro, you remember that Grant Williams tried to do hezzy twins and Drew Holiday just stole the ball from him? Like, who do you think you are?
Yes, on the defensive end, but then he can come back and drop 30 on your head if he wants to, if he's hot.
Right.
Drew Holiday played out of his mind that game. He had like 40, I think.
Yeah, he did.
That game, but
I was pissed. I was pissed, bro.
But Drew Holiday had a couple bad games during that series too. So
yeah. It's like the Bucks are really dependent on who outside of Giannis is going to show up and just do something.
Not play a fully loaded Golden State Warriors team.
They'll beat against them. I think they got the necessary guards to do so.
Yeah, I think for us to get back to the finals and win, I think we got to play defense the way that we know how to play defense, play together. And I think we just got to not like get jitters, bro. Like if we just play our game, I don't think anybody can beat us if we just play our game, move the ball around. Joe Mazzulla drawing up different plays and different looks. Al Horford hitting his threes, Sam Hauser hitting his threes, Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, getting good, meaningful minutes from guys like Jesus Christ, I can't think. Luke Cornett. Luke Cornett has become a very solid piece, a very good passer, very good putback guy. I mean, Grant Williams. We have guys to throw it all day. Luke Cornett has been doing a very good job.
Is he going to get minutes with Mike Muscala being there?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he will.
Not deep in the playoffs, but he will get minutes.
Because he's a good shot. Huh?
Seriously, Jared, we're doing this. We're going to throw Luke Cornett.
Pat Riley would 1,000%. He would 1,000% take Luke Cornett over freaking Dwayne Dedmon. Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
No,
you'll see, bro.
What are we doing right now? We are arguing the virtues of Luke fucking Ned.
Y'all stick on Luke Cornett, bro.
But this is.
Like
I'm glad you brought up Grant Williams earlier because I think that is really your last year because he's going to be leaving y'all.
You think so?
Yeah.
He gone. That man
he's leaving y'all.
$20 million a year. He gone.
Yeah, he might leave, but it's okay if he does. Like, I love Grant, but hey, if you want to slide, it's all right.
I think this is a good time. Yeah, we can talk about it, AB.
Darnell, I'm gonna let you go first.
So I'm gonna just bring it back because I gotta explain y'all the situation with Miami. Remember in the offseason, they lost PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their whole goal was to bring in Caleb Martin. Right at the 4. Right.
I remember that.
Yeah. And they said, hold on, we got y'all. Just hold on. This is only gonna be temporary. We flash forward to the trade deadline. No moves were made.
I was pissed.
The only thing they did was move a guy who shouldn't have been in NBA anymore. Dead man. Statistically the worst player in the NBA.
He gave you his 6 fouls and then he called it a day, man. You know.
Ended up trading a second round pick.
Yeah.
And a second round pick might not sound like anything, but a second round pick was moved for a lot of things the other day.
Mm-hmm.
But
Jesus.
Kevin Love. That's the big piece that they Miami try to say, like, oh, this is what we did for you guys this season, Kevin Love. I'm not in love with it. Like, I'm just not. Kevin Love does not move the needle for me. Like, he doesn't move the needle for me.
was such a long ass way of saying. I love you using that pun. That was good. That was dope. That was dope.
Yeah, but
Bro,
Kevin Love, ever since coming back from his hand injury, has shot 30% from 3 and 34% from the field. The man was cut from the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are our rivals, and they let him go because he wasn't able to play defense. Miami fans swear to God, Kyle Lowry is the most over fat nigga. Like, they call him every name of the book. How are they gonna treat Kevin Love when that nigga just starts shooting bricks?
Oh, man. Hey man, how do you think Kevin Love's first body fat came in with?
Like, we might be on the cusp of a disaster level like meltdown. Like, I'm actually scared for Kevin Love. Like, I'm genuinely scared because if that nigga comes in and he shoots bricks, I'm scared for his mental. Like, I'm really. Maybe I'm gonna pass the mic to you, man, because I can't talk about this.
God, dude. You caught me off guard, bro.
Man, this is the greatest, calmest rap I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my!
This is generation. This is a generational rap. Right. Darnell put up 100 points with that speech.
Yo, he just put up a triple double on this man's.
Hold the fries, bro. Oh my goodness.
This man put a 50-point triple double.
What you do to Kevin Love, man? Think Oswego Oregon's old, man. Why you have to do it to him? Do it to number 42, K Love.
At least somebody's got hope.
Don't even mention to me about Cody Zeller.
This man hopes and dreams, and Pat Riley decided to break him like bringing in Cody Zeller and Kevin Love in 2023.
Kevin Love.
I think y'all see those stories about Trey supposed to be going through and Pat Riley falling asleep.
That was a fake story, but I fucking believe the hell out of it.
I hope the God was fake, because Jesus, I refuse to believe that's a real story. I just refuse to believe that.
I don't think you Phil Jackson when he went to sleep on the whole draft process.
Hey man, it's Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson does his own. Phil Jackson's a hippie, so I'm not surprised he fell asleep.
Yeah, bro, he does. He's a vibe. He's a vibe.
He probably smoked himself to sleep.
Hey man, he was floating himself to sleep and flew cross country to go home to GD.
Broke up with him.
Hey man, it was fun while it lasted, wasn't it? Anyway.
Yeah, AB, how you feeling about it?
Yeah, AB, go ahead. Man.
Yeah, your thoughts, your coping mechanism here.
My thoughts are exactly this.
Yo,
the Miami has had like the funniest like couple of years. So like 2020, you make it to the finals.
Do everything you possibly can to change.
In 2012, you
possibly can to change it.
2022, you get the 1 seed and get to the conference finals. And this year, the same thing. You regressed.
I just don't understand. You do everything you can to change what you had that was good. Like, what sense does it make?
I mean, eventually you're relying on like guys outside Jimmy Butler who were just fine. Wasn't gonna be sustainable for long-term success. It just wasn't. It's gonna be more of a roller coaster. It is what it is.
Yeah.
They tried everything. You got Kyle Lowry, you got a pretty decent season out of him, but Kyle Lowry just kind of ran out of gas here. So I mean,
it's just like the Heat are getting players like a year or two too late, in a sense. It's like
absolutely, yeah.
This is crazy, bro. It's crazy.
This would have been a great move if it was 2020.
That's what I'm saying.
It would have been more better than what this is. Kevin Love was on the decline in 2020.
The only thing I could try and lie about is he gives us a big man that can play next to Bam. And if he's right, he can shoot the ball. Because if he's right, he can shoot the ball. But he hasn't been right this season.
I'm about to say problem is
he ain't right this season.
No.
But a different space, a different view, a different city. Maybe he's better. I mean, I think that he can help y'all in some ways, but at times, especially in the East,
you know who he's gonna be? He's gonna be Ryan Gosling in Remember the Titans.
Oh my god!
Ability on defense.
Yeah, man.
We just out here shitting on Kevin Love for like 15 minutes. What are we doing?
It's sorry, Ryan Gosling, you had to catch a stray because everybody knows you were an absolute liability. Even though all the women love you, you were an absolute liability in Remember the Titans on defense. What the heck were you doing playing cornerback anyway?
Yeah, man. It's
number 4. You knew he was cooked when he was wearing number 48. Come on.
Let me see here, though.
Kevin Love, number 42.
I would say, though, the positives, Kevin Love helps suit you with your rebounding.
Yes, that's the other thing.
So that's a good thing. He provides you size. I don't know how that's going to help out on the defensive end, but shit.
No.
So y'all are at 7 right now. So y'all would get either Milwaukee or Boston.
Mm-hmm.
No, J Money. No, he's not. I'm not even finna lie about that.
As a Heat fan, who would you rather have in the first round, like Boston Celtics or the Milwaukee Bucks?
I know they're trying to push for Boston, but what they're trying to do to save the season, like if you've been listening to like the Heat beat writers and everything like that, they're really trying to push into that 4 or 5 matchup to match up with Cleveland.
Yeah,
because they can, just to the breach there, and then from there, like match up with Boston, and then you can like, oh hey, like we made the conference finals, like
they're
like
basically gonna be experienced merchants. And that's about it.
Yeah. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
What most likely is gonna happen, right? First round exit, like 2020.
Because right now you're in a playing spot at 7.
And if you can,
6.
Oh, they get Knicks. I'm saying that right now. Knicks gonna find a way to mess it up.
I don't know.
They gonna find a way to mess it up.
AB. I hate to say this as as a Heat fan, but like the Knicks are better than the Heat this year.
I like the Knicks, especially after they got Josh Hart. That's actually one of the more underrated moves.
Yeah, that was a very underrated move. Them getting Josh.
He just does a little bit of everything. He's a good rebounder for a guard. He's a good enough shooter. He makes things happen. So with Jalen Brunson playing with the way he is, and Jalen Brunson was probably one of the best free agent signings of the year. Like I have my doubts about how good he would be as like the number 1 league guard on the team, but he's been fantastic, and he's gotten a lot. He's gotten the best out of Julius Randle this season.
Right.
Yeah, and Julius Randle has been playing up this season.
Yes.
I named one of the teams, but they don't believe it.
So I think they can beat
the
Cavs. They can beat the Cavs for sure.
Yeah, not a great matchup, but they have been there before, and the Cavs really haven't.
They can beat the Hawks a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if the Hawks are in the playoff picture.
They're in the play-in spot at 8. They'll play them in the play-in.
Yeah, they should build today too.
They also have a coach right now. So
I think they can do a pretty, because they got the best players against if they play the Knicks. So it'll be a very tough matchup. The Nets, maybe.
I don't know. The Nets, I'm kind of mixed on them because they lost Kevin Durant. And I think had they kept Kevin Durant with the current team they have, I would have said they actually got better after the trade.
Ooh.
Yeah, but as it stands, despite losing
because that defense they brought in.
Yeah, and like all things considered, they made out pretty decently in spite of everything.
Yeah, they did.
And I don't think there has been a Miami-Philadelphia game this season, but Philadelphia is a team that they have a punter's chance against.
I think so too because of matchups. I do.
Yeah,
Just
I don't know what
match.
the
Yeah,
make
just
of
matchup
Philadelphia.
wise. That's it.
But Embiid is the matchup of matchup, so it's like.
But then again, will Embiid run out of gas by then?
Right. And Spo can come up with something. Spo, if I got Spo and Doc Rivers in a playoff series, I'm taking Spo.
I'm taking Spo against most any coach.
I think everybody would, consider the fact I'm pretty sure Doc Rivers is tired of seeing the RDC crew make skits about it.
I'm taking Spo against almost any coach in the league aside for like a couple.
Yeah.
But let's look at the play. Let's scroll down real quick, Jerry. Let's look at the play-in.
The play-in right now: Miami, Atlanta, Washington, and Indiana, I believe.
So I'm a big believer that whatever Atlanta is going to do, Atlanta's going to move up. Like whatever they do, they're going to move up.
But Atlanta did just fire the coach. So, I mean, they're kind of flux right now.
But they did pick up Sadiq Bey, and just having that guy like experience.
Hey,
mind you,
Ime Udoka to Atlanta.
Maybe.
No. If Ime Udoka wants another head coaching job, the last place he needs to be is in Atlanta.
Hey man, he can turn
HIV Doka.
Relax.
Kenny Atkinson.
Like this, man.
Kenny Atkinson's a good one.
Oh, Kenny? Oh man.
Yeah, Kenny Atkinson. Yeah.
Let's see who's out there because I remember Woj put it out who they were looking at.
But
yeah, there's
Quinn Snyder.
Yeah, he's a candidate. But just in case Ime Udoka does get the job, Ime, stay away from Magic City.
You need to stay home, bro.
Hey man, Blue Flame's a good alternative.
No, honestly, we need to worry about Ime Udoka and staffs. Keep that man out of practice facility for sure.
Let him grind film at home instead of watching film and grind on something.
Yeah, that man's crazy.
In all seriousness, let's flip to the West right quick.
Yeah, please.
Wait, hold on. Before we go there, which teams do you think that can move up?
I mean, Miami.
Miami, maybe. Atlanta, pretty young, just pulls it out. If they play better, I would just interim coach. I don't know.
Miami will move up. I think Brooklyn can get past Cleveland.
Watch out for New York blowing it. That's
I don't think they do.
I keep telling you, New York gonna find a way to mess it up. I'm telling you.
I feel like this is gonna be the Julius Randle legacy.
Because like
playoff.
Yeah, because like I love Brunson. He's gotten so much out of Julius Randle. He's gotten a guy that can set him up in spots, and him not just be a bull in a china shop and trying to just do everything himself. So that's a plus, I guess. RJ Barrett, I have no idea what the hell you're gonna get out of him. Josh Hart's a great pickup. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
What are you laughing for, Darnell?
I mean, it's true. Like, what are you gonna get out of RJ Barrett? Like, what is he?
No, I'm not.
We giving up on RJ Barrett.
Did y'all see the story about RJ Barrett this year?
Yes.
No, what happened?
Check his Twitter likes. It's not a pretty sight.
Oh no.
He's like Doc Rivers.
Oh my god.
I was trying to talk around it, Darnell, but the elephant's in the room.
No, but RJ Barrett definitely got to figure out something because what the fuck, nigga? Like, why are you playing this bad?
I know the Knicks. Like, how the hell did we get the 13th draft?
Oh my god. Yo, that 4-5 matchup out west. Oh my lord. I'm praying.
Sacramento, I love you. Please, please, please keep winning. Please. You are my new agenda this year.
Dallas and Sacramento in the first round.
Oh my god. Look at the win-loss records, though. Look at the records.
I might I like Sacramento. If they stay in that spot, that would be straight, but I don't think they're gonna stay there.
No, there's too much topsy-turviness going on.
Phoenix is gonna go on a crazy run.
The thing with Phoenix is they're very beatable, but like Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant, right.
Like if Aiden doesn't figure it out, then you have an opportunity here.
Bro, Devin Booker is their second guy.
That's That's your second guy. Chris Paul, if he doesn't age out before your eyes, he'll be just fine. DeAndre Ayton, you have to figure him out a little bit. But they're going to miss Mikal Bridges here. I really do think that.
I think so, too. I wholeheartedly agree.
Hey, they got Torrey Craig, though.
Nigga.
You got Terrence Ross.
Nigga.
Yo, I pray we don't play the Suns in the finals if we go to the finals, because Terrence Ross is a certified Celtics killer.
They're the favorites, but like they are also very beatable.
No. Hold on. Marcus, Jerry is not lying about that.
Terrence Ross is a certified Celtics killer, bro.
He really is.
Like,
not trying to be funny. He really actually is.
Between him and Sadiq Bey,
Orlando, Terrence Ross had like 30 on them.
Terrence Ross, Sadiq Bey, Ish Smith, and now Paolo Banchero.
I'm not putting stock into regular season. I'm not doing that.
But Jerry, now do you see why I hate playing the Orlando Magic?
It sucks.
They're a young, fun team.
No, like it doesn't matter who they put out there. We struggle with them.
Yep.
Like I can't say like when we were down 16, I'm watching that game. I'm like, we really finna lose these bums. Then we somehow came back, took it to overtime and won.
I just realized the Lakers aren't even on the screen. Hold on.
And about the refs.
Yeah, they're down in 13.
God.
Yeah, 13. I don't think they're getting. If they
snatching somebody's spot.
If they even get in the play-in, they're going to get maybe the 10th spot, if that. Because I don't trust Portland. We don't know what the heck Utah's doing. They don't know.
Utah drop.
Utah fell back. They fell back to reality. The Lakers are interesting because they pretty much got a whole new team. I like a lot of the pieces they got in, but that schedule was daunting.
Yeah, that schedule is tough.
What's their schedule?
Check your tabs, Harry.
Hmm?
Check your tabs.
I will say though, this is the year that we gonna have to talk about the Clippers.
Oh, we can have a whole segment on them boys.
With them getting Russell Westbrook, April 5th, mark the date. The Clippers and the Lakers do play.
You see, with Russell Westbrook, you have to ask the question on this team as a fit. Does he interfere in like the areas of where PG and Kawhi will play at? And then you look at Tyronn Lue as the coach, and he's one of those guys where I just have faith in them figuring it out somehow, some way. But like for years, they've struggled with having a large number of guys at the same spots and just not having the ball to go around. So they had to get rid of some guys here. Russell Westbrook
schedule is nasty.
It's not good, but the Clippers can figure it out though. I do think they can.
Yeah, Jerry, this schedule is nasty.
The problem I have with the Clippers is that they're finally like the extra guys that they have are starting to like fall off, like Nicholas Batum, Marcus Morris. You know, you're starting to see the age coming in with them. So,
question for y'all: Golden State gets healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they can kind of put it together and
No.
You sure?
Next season. Oh,
this is not last year's team.
I ain't saying well. I'm just saying, if Steph get the
you're playing that seed. I know what you're doing, AB. You're playing that seed.
I'm just saying.
He's playing the seed just in case he come back and be like.
I'm just asking a question. See the Lakers. That's who they got. Golden State. Damn.
Yeah, bro. It's nasty.
Memphis. They got Memphis.
Oh, Lord.
Can we talk about Memphis really fast? Actually, where do they fit here?
Memphis.
They should be the team that everybody should look up to beat.
Yeah.
As the Denver Nuggets have to prove themselves again, the Memphis Grizzlies should have that respect.
It's so funny with the Nuggets. People act like they're perpetual first round washout when they've been to a conference final and probably should have went to another one. Like,
They're
not just some random first round washout every single year, y'all. What are we doing? But with Memphis looking at the roster, they're very much a very young team. That's a lot better than they actually should be, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Because like year 2 was when you like you get better, and year 3 is when you actually start to make the playoffs. So in year 2 year 1 they went from a plucky little play-in team to holy shit, the second best record in the league. Like they jumped from like level 1 to level like 8 in one big ass jump. And now they're starting to have like actual expectations, and you kind of see it in their play. It's like, oh shit, people actually expect shit out of us right now. Mm-hmm. And we're a young team, and they cannot shoot at the ball at all. They're 29th. Mm-hmm. They're 29th in the league. They're not a good shooting team.
Jerry, keep scrolling down on that schedule.
They picked up Luke Kennard, who would help out with the shooting, but he's not going to play in the playoffs.
No, I don't think he's going to play as much as he should. And like there's some things they have to figure out. Maturity is a big thing with them, and just handling expectations. And just the roster, they have like Dylan Brooks is going to shoot you out of games. Like he just will.
Oh my gosh, CTE basketball. Never forget that.
Oh brother.
Funniest we've ever done.
Like Dylan Brooks going to shoot you out of games. Jaren Jackson can't stop fouling everyone.
They need Steven Adams back. I think he's going to come back, right?
They need veterans badly. Like people joke about the Rockets. Oh, they need some veterans in their locker room. Memphis really does. The only difference is we don't talk about it as much as because they win 50 games when we're doing this. But they need some guys in the locker room with some experience.
It's crazy because like legit, like a decade ago, like Memphis was like a veterans like heavy team.
Oh yeah,
now they're just a very young team.
Marc Gasol, Randolph, Mike Conley. I mean,
Tony Allen,
the vet team of the NBA.
Like literally, the team of OGs just beat you up and just like toughen you out. Like this is a young.
KD and Russell Westbrook, them shook, bro. They were
now they're just a really young team that's really athletic with John Morant and just they talk a lot of shit, which is actually entertaining as hell. And they are legitimately good, but they have a lot of flaws because they're a young team. And they were a Karl Anthony Towns series of playing like a normal center away from going out in the first round last year. Mm-hmm. They literally just play like a normal player, Cat, and y'all win that series going away. Literally bigger, they're more athletic. They just like Memphis had a clean slate in terms of playoff experience. They played like a bunch of idiots, and Memphis played less like idiots.
Oh, remember they were in Minnesota too.
Oh brother, I don't even bring that up.
He said that they immediately lost that game. That's what
they blew a 28 some odd point lead while doing it.
Which gave us the blueprint to have the funniest episode we've ever done of this show.
That was oh my god, bro. We were dying in the episode.
Does anybody still have the video?
I think I do. I think I still do.
That was a fantastic episode.
I'm gonna fantastic. But real quick about Phoenix.
So I find it.
Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. How do you think that works out?
See,
it works fine.
I think it'll work out fine, but
yeah, I do too.
I think KD sometimes like with him you have to have another alpha, like a for sure fire alpha with him.
Which is Devin Booker.
Are we sure?
I would say Chris Paul, but
damn, no love for my nigga D Book.
I love me some D Book. I think it'll work because KD they're not gonna operate in the same spaces. Like Book can operate a little bit more in the mid range. And let KD like go there and pick his spots and then go from downtown and things like that. But it's more about I'm not even worried about them. I'm not worried about them at all. I'm worried about Chris Paul.
Yeah.
And DeAndre Ayton.
Chris Paul absolutely cannot stink up the joint. They cannot stink up the joint. We thought the window was closing. Y'all trading for Kevin Durant kind of opens up your window to win a championship again. He absolutely cannot stink up the joint like he did last year against the Dallas Mavericks, in which you were down by 50 at home. The crowd was leaving in the second quarter.
I don't think KD can lead a team to a championship.
I'm gonna hold you to that because hey, I'm gonna hold you to that, man. I'm gonna hold you to that.
I don't think any man getting swept by Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown lead a team to championship.
Brother,
not disrespecting, but getting swept.
Bro, that Brooklyn team was not good. Come on now.
You had Kyrie Irving.
That team was an idea. to put it lightly.
But
Kyrie Irving played like shit. Past game one.
That was not a good series for him.
To put it in perspective, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and KD lost the game to Jason Tatum by himself the year before.
That team was a fever dream. It really was.
KD couldn't win a championship until he got to a team that was already a dynasty, essentially.
So what's gonna be the narrative if KD wins with this Phoenix team?
Then he can lead a team. Then he can lead a team to a championship as the alpha.
Because this team was dead in the water until he got here. Like, let's remember this. Like, Phoenix was dead in the water.
But remember, this is still like the resemblance of a team that made the finals a couple of years ago.
Yep. The only thing is you don't have Jay Crowder. That's the only difference, really.
And Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges. But think about it, like all those shots Mikal was like clanking during, because he was a youngin during that Bucks series. You got Kevin Durant. Like, you got Devin Booker, one of the best mid-range scorers in the league, and one of the easiest ways that they would stop Phoenix is just double book. Now you got KD on there.
And if Chris Paul is right, don't let him get open for three.
I said DeAndre Ayton just plays like a normal fucking person.
20 and 10, DeAndre. That's all we need out of you. 20 and 10.
Not even 20 and 10. Just give me like 15.
No. He needs them 10 rebounds at least. He needs them 10
rebounds. I think he can give you 15 and 10 and you'll still be a good team.
Yeah, he definitely needs them 10 rebounds. You can't be getting out rebounded now. If you got a big one, you can't be getting out rebounded by Dwight Powell.
There will be way too many times where you have a mismatch and sell for a jumper, especially for the Fouls run, which is kind of weird to me. I don't understand that at all.
I don't know, man. Like,
ass in the paint and back him down.
I'll just say this: if I had a 4-5 matchup between the Clippers and the Suns,
ooh, I didn't even think about that.
I would take Kawhi Leonard.
A 4-5 matchup.
Healthy Kawhi and Paul George.
But hold on. Kawhi be healthy enough to play?
That's a question. I don't know.
Because this load management stuff, he pretty much started it.
Yeah.
Not really. He was just he was the first person they just called it load management, but it's been happening for years.
I would admit though, he was misdiagnosed in San Antonio. We still trying to figure out where those doctors are. Did they get fired, by the way?
Probably not.
No, they're still over in San Antonio.
They're still.
First of all, if you talk to a Spurs fan, they will tell you that Kawhi ended up quitting on the team instead of it being misdiagnosed. So it's a whole different ball game over there. They don't even think that he did anything wrong.
Have to have surgery though.
Yeah, he did. They still don't care.
I don't think he actually quit on the. For them to say that, like, come on now, the man was legitimately hurt.
I mean, we're never gonna get anything out of Kawhi Leonard because we know how he is. So like, it is what it is.
Never.
Because when he was out there, you can even tell, like, them first 9 games he played, like, he doesn't look right.
Right.
So
it's like, how can their fans say he quit on team? Like, he didn't quit on them.
Well, you know how fans are. They don't believe us no reason.
The narratives.
It's fans being fans. It is what it is.
Did he quit on Toronto when he left them? I mean, he did lead them to a championship.
Everybody knew he wouldn't stay.
The season really about to end. Sheesh.
Yeah, they're cooked.
The season finna end, bro. Oh my God.
But that tells you one thing, though, Jerry.
Look at these last 4 games.
Utah, LA, Phoenix, Utah. Oh man, that's a tough slate. But that tells you one thing, though, Jerry. Because think about it: when the finals ends, this was supposed to start.
All right, so I want. What's the
football? Oh, by the way, the XFL, they had some good games this weekend.
It wasn't bad at all. I actually kind of enjoyed it.
Oh, I didn't even get a chance to watch them.
AJ McCarron threw a game-winning touchdown, let it come back. That's how you know.
AJ McCarron let it come back.
So are the rules in the NFL?
I thought they were dead in the water. They were down 15-3 with like 2.5 minutes left. I turned. I'm like, all right, this game over. Come to find out, they didn't won 18.
I heard Matt Elam.
What happened?
I heard Matt Elam was cooking.
He had an interception, but the rest of the team pretty much, they got their butts kicked.
The extra point rules are actually kind of funny because like instead of just like kicking it, it's like you actually have to have a run a play.
So like they kick. Oh, you talking about for the
yeah, extra point conversion and stuff. You have a 2-point conversion and a 3-point conversion. You have to run plays.
Yeah, you have that plays.
At the end of the game, you can either do an onside kick or run a 4th and 15 play from your own 20. That's dope, actually.
Yo, I didn't realize. Oh my god!
And then the kickoff, like they have the team like close to each other, but the kicker is still kicking off from like the 35-yard line.
What's it, Jerry?
What is that?
Can y'all see?
No.
Oh yeah.
A&M won, yeah.
That's nuts.
A&M's like second in the conference, right? Aren't they?
Oh, yeah, bro.
Alabama. They're half game behind Alabama.
Buzz Williams is freaking goated, bro. I love that man.
I love Buzz.
Yeah, Darnell has left the building.
He died.
He was summoned to do an assignment, I believe. Either that or the Fed seized his computer.
Or he got a nice FaceTime call or something.
One out of two. So, how about the All-Star weekend?
Yeah, let's go. Let's stop beating around the bush and get to it.
Yeah. So, All-Star weekend for me, bro, I thought it was pretty dope. Just seeing celebrity and stuff. I mean, the dunk contest could have been better. I think it was fair because Matt McClung showed out. He absolutely cooked, bro. I was like,
I'm sorry, he did. He did. He got famous props.
Yeah, but
he cooked, AB. I'm sorry, bro.
Man winning the dunk contest during Black History Month.
It was in Salt Lake City.
It was fitting.
Yeah, it was only fitting.
The man went to the Tabernacle and said he got this. But nah, he actually really did do his thing. I was actually really impressed with what
we failed to end the Black History Month.
He was going against Trey Murphy and Jericho Sims and whoever the hell else. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
Bro, Martin like disappointed so bad.
This shit was terrible.
I'm like, what is this?
The one dunk Jericho Sims had where he gave himself 50, I was like, all right, bro.
Zion, please be healthy enough to save us next year.
I mean, my thing is about dunk contests is that the dunk contest just is what it is at this point. Yeah. Everything is pretty much just physically been done.
It's not much else you can do with your human body.
There's not much you can do.
I mean, Aaron Gordon putting the ball literally sitting down in the air and putting the ball under your legs,
But I think even if you replicate those dunks, it will still be more exciting. Like, guys just do the same between the legs. But I need to see somebody put it between both their legs when they like one side, other side. Yeah.
People just do the same variations of the same things. Some guys make it look good because they're power dunkers. Some guys are more finesse guys who rely on getting good hang time. Mm-hmm. It just is what it is. But also, I mean, Kane Smith and like Draymond did not comment on dunk contests because when do y'all dunk? Like, Reggie.
I think Kenny Smith was in a dunk contest.
Yeah, it's Kenny Smith. Do you think Kenny Smith was a dunker?
I mean, he's not, but he was in the contest.
Well, there you go.
He can't comment on it. He was in the contest. Come on now.
Well, just because you was in the contest doesn't mean you don't do things. There are a lot of guys who play in the NFL who can't talk about the game to save their lives.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That is very true. That is very true. I mean, let's be honest. Dan Orlovsky wasn't crap in the NFL as a player, but he sure as heck can talk about it.
I mean, he was a backup quarterback. All he did was watch film.
He ran out of bounds.
He's very knowledgeable.
He really ran out of bounds and didn't know it.
I mean, just because you know what you're doing doesn't mean you can actually do it. You know what I mean?
He didn't know what he was doing. He ran out the back of the end zone, man.
I mean, if you have Jared Allen chasing you and you're at your 2-yard line, what would you do? Think about it.
You can't. No.
Good point.
It was prime Jared Allen chasing them, bro. And that team was terrible. Who's getting open outside Megatron?
Throw it up to him, darn it.
What, how? He probably got the ownership to do it. It is what it is. But nah, All-Star Weekend was what it was. The game was what it was. 3-point contest was hilarious because they had Julius Randle in it, and it went about as well as you thought it would. Kevin Hurt was god awful in it because he was shooting well, but like he was in the middle of a slump. So like the worst time to do a 3-point contest is when you're not shooting well, and now you gotta look at through your burst or your break, you clanking a bunch of shots.
Bro, Tyrese Halliburton somehow almost won.
He's a good shooter. I mean, it's
Tyrese can shoot though.
I mean, his form is a little unorthodox, but
he can. But I mean, he really the guy you're gonna think of that could possibly win a 3-point contest.
I mean, there's plenty of guys in this league that can shoot, but Dame won it. Dame did his thing because Dame Dollar. So,
speaking of which, did you see that shot?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god,
he did it like it was nothing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull that up. Like, I'm gonna pull that up. Like, come on, man. Like, let me see if I can find it.
He shot from beyond half court. It was amazing.
Yeah, almost found it. Oh, I think my LA Kings won. Like, look at this, people.
To be honest, carried a 7-point lead at the half. We're up 14 right now. Whoa!
I'm gonna let y'all see this again. Look at where he shoots his ball from. Like how?
So that's what he does.
How?
That's what he does. I know Paul George on the bench having PTSD looking at him shoot right there.
Like, how?
I know Paul George is young. That's a bad shot off the bench. I just know it.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably did, and yeah, you're right. So,
yeah, I thought the All-Star game was like pretty cool, man. Shouts out to the guy that I said would be one of the greatest players of all time, having the greatest All-Star performance of all time. Jason Tatum. Michael Jordan ain't had 55. Kobe Bryant ain't had 55.
God.
Ron ain't had 55. Steph Curry ain't had 55.
Why are you like this?
Nobody had 55 ever. But that man, the light skin, the curly head light skin, bro. From
Jerry.
St. Louis. 55 points.
Jerry. Literally, nobody was playing defense.
55 points.
Nobody.
Glorified layup line.
Well, AB, you can't get 55 points shooting with nobody on the court. So I'm not trying to hear that. Okay, the man.
I'm not shooting.
Say this, but it's never
I'm not shooting from where Damian Lillard shot from, but I'm barely past that half court line taking shots.
Hey, but be honest though, Embiid was trying to play defense on him, and Jaylen Brown was in a few of those buckets. And LeBron contested a dunk. That's all I'm saying.
Was Jaylen Brown really trying to play defense? He looked like he was guarding him, and then he pulled up.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. He literally pulled away and let him shoot.
Have some respect. Have some respect, bro. Have some respect.
And you can't get ripped by a dude wearing a mask.
That's also one of the best two-way players in the league, though. You know?
I don't care. Like, no, he's got a mask on. You can barely see. You can barely breathe. You can't get ripped like that.
Mask. Wait, the Mask JB's gonna be a demon, though. By the way, I'm just here to that. But you got it.
Yeah, hopefully on the court and not off the court, unlike some people.
Relax.
I'm just saying.
There's a whole Ime Udoka Jaylen Brown saga I don't know about, but
you better not cheat on her. You cheat on her, and there's gonna be some problems with you.
On the real, bringing it back to the actual damn topic at hand, Laverne and Shirley. A lot of people were talking about the All-Star game and this, that, and the third, and
the comments were not good.
Yeah. So,
Mike said it was the worst All-Star game. It was the worst game he's ever seen. And he wasn't the only one. A lot of people were saying that.
Okay, so like, what would y'all say if you were a commissioner, right? If you were over planning and etc., what would you say would need to be done to make the All-Star game something that these guys actually want to play and not just like be a part of just for the heck of it.
I'm gonna be honest. As much as I like the draft, do it like Major League Baseball does their All-Star game. They have National League versus American League, right? Go back to East and West. Whatever side wins, whichever teams from the East and West are in the finals. Like, for example, let's say it's just for hypotheticals, Boston and Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Eastern Conference wins, Boston, if they get to the finals, they have home court advantage.
Bro, AB, that was
all right. Okay. Let me stop it now.
Do that.
One, they don't even do it anymore. Two, that's fucking stupid.
Is it though?
Yes.
No, it isn't.
What's the point of having the best record? What's the point of having the best record if your conference losing an All-Star game and you don't have home court advantage in the finals? What's the point of that then?
Well, that is true because other players, play out that aren't All-Stars and they work for that home court advantage as well. So I get what you mean. Like,
you gotta do something to make it interesting.
It's a fucking All-Star game. Who gives a shit?
Obviously, you do since you watched.
Everybody's going to watch.
Exactly. So
they're going to complain. They're going to bitch. They're going to moan. They're going to talk about who hurt her. Effort, and they're going to watch like next year. Every year.
Which means they care. So you can't say who cares when you literally just said all that and you basically clarified that everybody cares.
No, I'm not saying everybody cares. I'm saying we pretend we give a shit about the integrity of the game in an All-Star game. When we're gonna watch it next year, then do the same shit. We've done it for the last decade.
Yeah, that's true.
No one cares that much.
That's true.
It's an All-Star game. There really should be that much incentive. It's just a fun little, cutesy little exhibition game. Like, who gives a shit?
I think, man.
Do cash I don't know.
I would like to see another activity, and this is just me. I would want to see, like, I don't know about pickup games, but like 1v1 or something. I don't know. I want that. Three dribble exhibit. Oh my god, bro!
Do that.
But they're not gonna do it, right? They're not gonna do it because they don't want their pride and all. I mean,
it is what it is. Like it's really just an All-Star game.
Yeah.
Like we do this, we concern told every year about this, effort that, and then we watch the games all the same and do it all over again.
But it is their off time with all their it is their time to kind of just enjoy time.
You're like, you guys, you're not gonna go hard in a game that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, use your heads here. Like, what do you expect out of an exhibition game? Like, what are you really expecting? Temper your expectations, people.
Throwback Kobe and Bron. That's what I expect. No, okay, but yeah, that's true.
Like, people have a lot of nostalgia for All-Star Game, this and my childhood that. Like, guys, we really were not paying attention back then. They were doing the same shit. It was slightly more competitive.
Yeah, a little bit more for sure.
Yeah, it was more competitive, but they weren't playing that much defense either.
No, they were playing defense in that fourth quarter now.
Yeah,
when the game actually had to be won.
Oh, bro, back in the day with Ray Allen when he was.
They were playing defense back then when the game
forget that.
won.
Ray was no defense for the first 30 minutes of the game. Right? I mean,
it was, but then when it was time to actually win,
I remember that.
They started playing defense then.
T-Mac, Kobe, like those guys, they actually wanted to play at the end of the games.
Yeah, but like, who really, at the end of the day, temper your expectations for an All-Star game?
Yeah.
Like, people try to compare this to baseball players. Well, it's kind of hard not to play hard in fucking baseball.
Yeah, because you got guys trying to hit home runs.
Like, guys, this is already a game where, like, you're considered good if you hit the ball only 30% of the time.
Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Because I've watched the All-Star game for baseball. Marcus, they're actually playing.
Yeah, because baseball is a game where you can't just dog it. It's not a game you can dog.
They can't do that. And on top of that, they do the home field advantage thing, which I'm be honest.
They don't do that anymore. They haven't done it for like 5 years because they know it's stupid.
I feel like it's unfair because what if you have a team win like 117 games? They ain't gonna win that much.
There's a reason the Cardinals kept winning championships when they have underdog runs like the 2010s because the National League kept winning the All-Star game. They got lucky. They get in the World Series and they benefited from it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like baseball is the only sport where home field advantage really does not matter.
It matters when it doesn't.
At some point, one team's better than the other when it comes to that. You find out who's better than who.
I say hockey is a little. I say hockey too because again, the game by its nature is unpredictable.
Yeah. So I mean, baseball, you're not really gonna find out. You're gonna find out who's better than who. Because let's be honest, the Braves when they won the World Series, they didn't have home field advantage. They just went out and beat Houston.
I mean, they weren't even. I don't even think they're better than Houston. Houston was the best team in baseball that year, but like, they were hot. They had good pitching. They just hit the cover off of them baseball when it mattered.
Exactly.
And they damn sure weren't. And like in Washington, beat Houston for World Series. They damn sure weren't the better team.
Oh no!
In fact, not a single home team won in that series.
They absolutely weren't better than Houston. But those are rare cases where the better team, quote unquote, did not win. Yeah. But for the most part, with baseball, the better team's gonna win.
It's doubly for basketball because it's less people on the court, and one guy can take the entire game over.
But also with basketball, it's a little bit different because that crowd, depending on where you are, that crowd can play an advantage because your role players, they feed off that. So a guy like Jordan Poole can see IG models sitting on the front center court, and all of a sudden drop 40.
That's the other part what I mean was like role players don't matter in the playoffs as much because, well, one, your rotations are shortened. So you're mostly really just relying on your starting five, especially your best players, to win 4 games. So like that's really what it is at the end of the day. Like, but at the end of the day, it's an all-star game. They don't need to do anything crazy. Just go back to East versus West and call it a day.
To make it interesting, like what is something that you would want to see to kind of make it more interesting?
Nothing, because I don't give a shit about the all-star game.
If you did, let's be hypothetical. Say if you did, what would you want to see?
I would just go back to East versus West. That's really the only thing.
Yeah. I mean, I like the draft. I get it, but go East versus West.
It's overcomplicated what they're doing right now, personally. Plus, cash incentives are nice. But other than that, it's really just an all-star game. It's not that serious. Play just a little bit more defense, maybe, I guess. But, again, I'm not here to see people lock up. I'm here to see people shoot. You know what I mean? So
that is a good point.
Like y'all know damn well you're not here to see all defense in an all-star game.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, no more Karl Malone at the game either.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't need to be a judge. No vote.
Well, I think one thing. Okay, so like even if the all-star game can't get better, maybe the slam dunk contest can. So I would like for them to start getting guys that are all-stars to compete. That's just me.
You know it's not going to really happen, right? John Moran said there's no chance he's competing.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. But
what's the point? You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
What's the
but like back we had Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just people want to see these guys compete, you know. Unfortunately, we don't get to see it much. So but they will compete. They will compete in the 3-point contest, which is why 3-point contest is pretty entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Tatum, you got Halliburton.
Because 3-point contest is more representative of the modern game. Like the modern game is shooting in space, so you're not just dunking over people.
Yeah, that is a good point, though. Actually, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with the Rising Stars Challenge. I don't know if I like that format.
What the world versus US?
No, they have like two games between teams, and then they have a championship game afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'm not sure if I like that format.
Just put them all together in a pool and have 2 teams and have them play.
Yeah, just have them play. Like just do that, like you used to.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're doing some of this stuff. They're doing too much.
I agree.
Get them trying different things, but like it is too much.
Yeah.
Like at some point, just look at the old formats and stuff and be like, you know what?
Just don't.
Like you know what was fun, bro? Back when I think like in 2009 or 2010, they had a horse challenge, and it was like Rondo was competing in it. That was dope to me. That was dope.
That was
the skills challenge is like the most overrated part of the All-Star Weekend. That's the one.
Oh my god!
Because you can tell who's actually good at doing this stuff and who isn't.
Right.
Why is Walker Kessler taking threes?
I mean, he can shoot them, but I wouldn't recommend him doing it.
He hasn't taken a 3 all season long, Marcus.
I didn't say he could. I didn't say don't do it, but I'm saying he can. Plus, it's All-Star Weekend. Have a little fun.
Yeah.
So we wanted to see Shaq back then taking threes.
Why the fuck not?
Oh, I would enjoy that. I would enjoy that.
Enjoy it for the jokes.
Well, before or after he tears the rim down?
Both.
Were there any free throw attempts in the All-Star game this year?
Maybe like 4, if that.
Yeah.
Like I know Tatum missed one. No, he actually did miss one. He took
should have had 56, man. What's up with that?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But no, in all seriousness, at the end of the day, it's All-Star weekend. It's supposed to be fun. Like, just lower your expectations.
Like, maybe have like a rap battle or something.
All right, relax.
All right, you're doing too much. No, we're not doing that.
Victor Oladipo rap battle with Miles Bridges.
Victor Oladipo is a singer, not a rapper.
Well, hey, look, bro.
And by the way, I think he dropped an album today.
He did?
I think he did. Darnell, did you see that?
I don't know if he dropped an album, but I know he was doing interviews.
I know he dropped a song though.
Y'all boys were talking about like changing the format.
Yeah, we're talking about All-Star Weekend. How they
But
do it.
y'all forget though that the East All-Stars are like worse than like the West All-Stars.
Yeah, it was pretty much by far.
Like that's why they like implemented the whole draft thing.
Oh yeah, because it was one year where the East All-Stars were going, the West All-Stars were
dreadful.
Clearly be better than the East.
Because there was that period where like the Eastern Conference was so ridiculously bad. It's better now, but like
2016, they had like Dwayne Wade, and like Dwayne Wade wasn't really an All-Star caliber player, but
right. He was old.
He was a replacement.
Be respectful, sir.
Sorry. Let me not mention Dwayne Wade.
I'm sorry. Let me respect my senior citizens. I apologize.
That Paul Gasol is an All-Star player.
Now that was disrespectful.
I respect my senior citizens, even though D Wade was 177 years old at the time.
Hey, he was still getting buckets though. Let's be honest.
It was the Eastern Conference in 2016. Someone had to get buckets.
East versus West would have been dope this year, but
this year would have been, but years. See,
you don't think so, Darnell?
Brother, y'all forget who got traded?
Oh yeah, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving went to the West.
Okay. So Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving
couldn't even play.
Yeah, that's true.
Giannis and Tatum is enough to take everybody out. Jaylen Brown, JC.
But Giannis didn't play.
Giannis got Duncan in late.
Giannis got dunked in the first 20 seconds.
Embiid, JT, JB, Donovan Mitchell.
It's a good squad.
Still not
versus Ja, Luka, Kyrie, Jokic, and Lauri Markkanen.
Lauri Markkanen?
Y'all want to, bro? So you tell me the shooting guard and the small forward that swept the opposing team's shooting guard or point guard and small forward wouldn't be a good contest. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's probably more so, lopsided on the other side. Kyrie and KD don't want that smoke against Tatum and Brown. It's just true.
Okay, this is where I make my take. Y'all follow me on Twitter at MarksDavis904 as usual. Y'all be easy.
Yeah, man. Hey.
By the way, Nate McMillan was fired today.
No.
Yes, he was fired.
Nate McMillan is the one nigga in the universe get fired at every job he goes to.
It was a matter of time.
They sent his ass packing.
It was a matter of time.
The for sale sign is on his house right now.
That man get fired everywhere he go, bro. It's
Nate Mills a good coach, but he's very much a coach with a ceiling.
Yeah, like he's not going to take you higher than what you.
Now, hold on, question, because I saw this. I saw multiple people tweet this. Is Trae Young possibly a problem in Atlanta? Because they're saying now he's gotten 2 coaches fired.
I mean, it's 2 coaches with Lloyd fucking Pierce and Nate McMillan. I mean,
he has too much for a guy who I think they're putting too much organizational power with Trae Young, similar to how they did with James Harden with Houston. Correct. But I felt like the accolades is not there.
It's not there.
It's not like Trae Young's ever done anything, though. That's the weird part.
Accolades don't meet the player.
Right.
It's not like he did
outside of that one series against New York. I mean,
the Philadelphia series was great too. I mean, they got to a conference final. And let's not.
Yeah, but like when like the Rockets like gave James Harden like full control, like he was like an All NBA player, like All NBA first team, MVP, second. Like he was like up there. Trae
Young's so weird because Trae Young is an All NBA player, but like they always never talk about like he is. It's so strange. I don't get it.
They're also a worse shooting. They're like a bad shooting team, like 3-point shooting.
That roster's not good. That's the other part. That roster's not good at all.
That roster.
People thought the whole DeJounte thing was going to help, but I mean it's
helping to an extent.
Right.
What was one thing I was telling people was yes, DeJounte Murray would be a good fit for them.
You were talking about too many.
Not enough played.
Oh yeah.
I did say not a lick of defense is going to be played. They ain't playing a lick of defense.
John Collins is still there. So.
Who the hell want to handle the ball at a certain point?
Right.
John Collins is still here.
I mean, I hate to say, I wish I was wrong, but they coming to a head right now.
Yeah,
it's like he got 2 coaches fired, but like guys, like I said, his 2 coaches were Lloyd Pierce and Nate McMillan.
That's true, but and yes, that's true. They're not great coaches. Well, Nate McMillan is a good coach to a certain.
He's fine, but he's man.
But I will say
Lloyd Pierce fucking sucks.
Yeah, but at the same time, Marcus, let's be real. That's not a good look for Trae Young. If you got multiple people saying you got multiple coaches fired, that's not a good look. Whether they're good coaches or not, that is not a good look on you because you're supposed to be the franchise player and you getting coaches fired. So what's the next coach going to think when he come in?
I mean, the coaches were going to get themselves fired with Trae Young or not. But let's be honest here. At the same time, like 2 things can be true here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. 2 things are true in this situation.
Dang it, do we even know? Because we're not in the locker room. We don't know what's going on in Atlanta.
That's true.
We don't know.
He did have an issue with he and Nate McMillan did get into it earlier this year to the point where he sent Trae Young home. It was like he was just like, no, get out of here, like go.
I wouldn't play with Nate McMillan either. Just wait.
This man,
McMillan sent him home.
Exactly. I wouldn't play with Nate McMillan either.
Like
but at the same time, like Trae Young, he does have a little. He got his own set of issues. But
it's this up here, that ego. You better check that ego.
I mean, I'm not gonna say shit about somebody that I don't know. I'm gonna try to avoid that.
I will.
But I don't know.
Hey, I will. Check that ego at the door.
I mean, do we know what's happening there? Do we really know what's really going on? Because Trey don't say anything, so we're never gonna get anything out of him. And the coaching, that is what it is. Like they need to upgrade a coach for a while. They need upgrades on this roster because that John Collins contract is killing them. They need to work on defense. DeAndre Hunter and Onyeka Okongwu.
Y'all know me. I'm finna get controversial here.
Oh God!
Right out and say it. Trae Young, you talk a lot of shit for somebody that ain't accomplished a whole lot.
I mean,
you might want to sit your behind down, humble yourself, and actually work on things to the point where coaches ain't getting fired. There ain't organizational dysfunction. You don't have players that pretty much saying publicly or to other people they don't want to play with you, i.e. John Collins, even though that contract is killing them.
John Collins got traded years ago.
So no, honestly, you're gonna block.
But all that is circling back to one player, and it's Trae Young.
I mean, it's not like they haven't done anything. I'm just saying we're gonna get the same resume as Luka Doncic.
And if Trae Young somehow sees this, I hope he tweet at me. I hope he do.
He's most definitely not seeing this.
please do it because I walk them all to smoke. I walk.
You gonna all right? You gonna get texted?
I promise he is not seeing this.
Great, because I'll put you on blast on this show to the point where you ain't gonna do it again.
AB wilding right now, bro. It's time to get off. It's time to get off of here. He's wilding.
All I'm gonna say is they are not the same player, but he does have the exact same resume as Luka Doncic as a playoff player.
Wait, what'd you say? But
you just said they're not the same player.
They're not the same player. They're both great players, but Luka is,
That's cap though, because like.
No, I'm saying Luka's a much better player. They're not the same, but they're both great in their own rights. But like playoff wise, they did the same shit. They both got to a conference final when they shouldn't have. They both otherwise really haven't gone to playoffs that often. But when they did good things.
Yeah, but Marcus, here's the difference. Luka Doncic ain't getting coaches fired. Luka Doncic don't have dysfunctional organizations going on right now with his organization.
So Rick Carlisle didn't happen?
Rick Carlisle wanted to stay with Luka.
Exactly. And on top of that, guess what, Marcus? Luka Doncic don't have players publicly saying to other people they don't want to play with him.
Check back with Kyrie Irving about 7
I would say check back with Kyrie Irving. I guarantee.
It's not gonna be Luka's fault.
But Kyrie's Kyrie though.
It's not gonna be Luka's fault. I will preface that.
Kyrie wanted
but you know what? I will give you that because Jalen Brunson did say that he wanted to move to a place where he can have the ball in his hand more.
Oh yeah.
So
it worked out for both of them. I'm not gonna fault.
Yeah, but he did not say that he didn't want to. He didn't say he didn't want to play with Luka though.
You see, with Dallas though, they're not making quite the mistakes. I mean, the coach is gone. Johnny Nelson bounced, so the organization is choosing the player like they are in Atlanta. It's just that Atlanta's making more mistakes than Dallas is. Like their player organization, their structure, there's a lot of mistakes. They should have off from John Collins. They made some bad drafts, bad draft choices. Also draft capital with the Dejounte Murray trade. You hired bad coaches. Everything all around Atlanta is bad. It's not just
I feel like the biggest mistake though is like for instance, like the trade for Kevin Huerter, like I think it all comes out to ownership and just structural wise, because like really they like, for instance, Dallas had like structure. Like even when Luka was drafted there, they had history. Atlanta has no history. Like they have no NBA history. So when Trae Young got there and like the second year happened, like they basically said, "Yo, this is the best player we ever had in fucking." Like this is the best Atlanta player that we ever had. Like we're just gonna give him everything just so he can stay there.
He's the best player for the Hawks in like 40 years.
Like they think that they can build a franchise around this guy. You know what I'm saying? So of course,
their only history is Dominique Wilkins and
Joe Johnson.
Yeah, and Joe Johnson, and in 2015, and Josh Smith. In 2015, being the number one seed and getting swept.
Al Horford. And no one thought that team was that good. Like their best player before Dominique Wilkins was Bob fucking Pettit in like the 60s.
Yeah, Bob Pettit.
They were in St. Louis.
So, like, given that much power to, yeah, that is true. He did give him a championship. So,
he at least gave him a championship.
So, like, given too much power for a young player like that early on, like, really in the NBA, like, teams like give that power to guys who are like veterans, like Damian Lillard.
It's like a bad organization all around.
It's a bad organization.
Yeah, guys like Damian Lillard, guys like Kobe. Kobe had that power. Where LeBron did. Let's see who else. Paul Pierce for Boston.
Yeah,
he did. Just players like that have won championships. Dwayne Wade in Miami.
Right.
Players that have won championships that know what it takes. Trae Young don't know what it takes yet. He's not anywhere near that level.
You know what's funny? John Wall didn't get that.
Bro, facts.
John Wall didn't get that.
Facts.
This is just a really badly structured team, badly structured organization. They have a lot of things they got to consider here.
They need a whole. They might need a.
They need a tear down.
They need a purge in Atlanta at this point.
Yeah,
I know they got a new GM in there, a new assistant GM as well. Kyle Korver, shout out to him. We're gonna get a new coach in there. Let's see like how much they're going to hold players accountable. Because I know Woj said that was like one of the biggest things that was like on their coaching list. Like they wanted to get a coach who hold people accountable. I don't think so far who they picked, Kenny Atkinson and Quinn Snyder. I don't think those are the guys whose repertoire
I like
have
Quinn
been.
Snyder, though, it's the thing, but like
he's a good coach, but
he's a really good coach. It's that like he ran his course in Utah because Utah was never that great of a team, but they had a great player. But the dynamic between him and Gobert just wasn't going to last long term. So they just kind of blew it all up.
Yeah, like that at one point just was never going to work. But Quinn Snyder's a good coach, but I don't know if he's the guy for this situation in Atlanta.
I know one guy.
He like.
If you say
honestly, he might be like the best option just because he will hold the guys accountable.
Take care.
He has a good system.
I mean, yeah, being a serial damn community dick aside,
he's gonna be in Magic City half the time.
Oh my god!
He's still gonna drop a good game plan. He already killing people.
The man was greasing in Boston. What the hell do you think he's gonna be doing in Atlanta?
Hey man, better options.
Yeah, better STD options too.
Better options, better food, better pizza. Papa John's.
Hey.
STD alert.
No, but I mean, he would do a good job. He would do a great job. All jokes aside,
they need somebody in a locker room who like can garner their respect.
AKA cuss Trae Young out after taking a 50-foot three.
First of all, real quick, number 17 Indiana is on the ropes right now in East Lansing. This thing is up 64-53, and I love the way they're playing right now. But Ime Udoka, if he were to get the job, in his contract, it should have one stipulation:
stay with me.
Get off the facility.
Stay away from Magic City.
It wasn't Magic City that was the problem. He was just fucking these ex-wives. That was the problem.
Stay from executives' wives, girlfriends. Get your own girlfriend.
Well, he has
with an S. With an S.
Yeah. You lost your family with leave alone. You fumbled the bag. Like an idiot, like a dummy.
Nigga has a whole kid, bro.
Regular people get cheated on every day. Nia Long ain't no different.
What did Red Fox used to say? You big dummy.
Hey man, look, like I said, if Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce,
regular women get cheated on every single day.
And you saw not different. You heard what she said. Of course, sometimes shit go down when it's $1 billion on the elevator.
She gave him that. She got that. That's a good man speech.
And it wasn't even Beyonce that did the damage.
She gave Halle Bailey that he's a good man speech.
Yeah, and guess what? Beyonce wasn't even the one that did the damage. Solange did the damage with her shit.
I always wondered, like in that situation, who was Beyonce's like bounce back? Like, who was the nigga that like?
Oh,
every black woman's bounce back in Hollywood. Shamar Moore. Let me stop.
Hey man, you definitely went peak.
He put on the fake cornrows wig like he had Diary from Mad Black Woman. He did his thing. You feel me?
Shout out to my nigga Gabe Vincent, man. Yeah, he be doing his thing.
I know one little. Oh my god.
Namdi.
I know one loyal man out there, ASAP Rocky.
Oh, that's a lot. That man is being fruitful.
Shout out to ASAP Rocky.
He's fruitful.
Even though y'all gonna kill me for this.
He's been a proud munching piece.
Y'all gonna kill me for this.
I'm not saying anything, man. Just know that apparently that man is addicted.
AB,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's something that they did on there. I was like, all right, let me see what happens. I just wanted to see what happened. No, the first day it popped up, I was like, you know what? Nah.
Oh, brother.
But yeah. Back to Atlanta. I just think they need to blow it up. They need to blow it up. And I would say this. Ime Udoka, coaching wise, would be the best option by far. Because as a coach, we cannot deny him in the work that he has done, that he's done as a coach. We can't deny that. The proof is in the pudding. It was his first year in Boston last year. He got him to the finals. Now, it was his only year in Boston because of other things, but as a coach, there's no denying how good of a coach he is. Let's just be real. So, I think they should go after. I think maybe he should be the coach. Just stay far away from Magic City and executives, wives, and girlfriends. Just don't do that. Just coach.
Yeah, and how the game is played.
Marcus, stop. Marcus, stop.
What did I do?
That horrible behavior.
What did I do?
Game is game.
Horrible behavior.
Oh.
So how would you feel if you had?
How did you make Udoka?
How would you feel if you had a wife and he made Udoka slid on her?
Game is game,
bro.
Oh, so you just gonna let it happen?
I would die.
She ain't mine no more. That's you.
I would bro. I would take away the nigga's minoxidil and put it away somewhere.
So Jared, you gonna let that happen?
I would take his finasteride. I would go in there and blow up all of his pills, bro. All of his blood pressure.
I didn't say let it happen, but
all that. I would throw them away.
Hey, Matt Barnes had the formula. Whatever Matt Barnes did, I'm gonna do.
I don't know about that. Matt Barnes, damn nigga.
Whatever Chris Benoit did not. Let me stop.
Yeah, he damn nigga.
Dark.
So I don't know about that.
That was minus the child, of course. The dogs are the enclosed pool area. Is my last text.
But yeah,
minus the child.
This playoff push is gonna be some serious. So I'm ready to see what happens. It's gonna be some fireworks. And so with that, y'all got any final thoughts before we wrap this up before it goes way off the rails like it already has?
Light the beam.
No final thoughts from me, man, honestly.
Kings are my name.
Shout out to a very good team. Very good team. The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh my God.
They got Mike Conley in there. He's the one delivers to the playoffs.
I need it.
Wait. Isn't Malik Beasley with Los Angeles?
Yeah,
he's with the Lakers.
Shout out to Larsa Pippen for making that happen.
We're out of time, y'all. Thanks for stopping by.
That's all, folks.
But hey, man, if the Kings, if the damn Timberwolves make the playoffs, I need it for the entertainment and the jokes. Plus,
I need it for CTE.
CTE. No, I have agendas every year with some of these certain young teams that come up and all that.
The video by Marcus will return, by the way. It's going to return very soon.
We'll make another one. But anyway, y'all know I always have my agenda with these young basketball teams out here on the cusp of playoff pushes. Last year, I was on Minnesota early, and they proved me correct. This year, it's the Sacramento Kings.
Oh, my God.
Like the beam. Might as well. Matter of fact, Jerry, put on
the beam team right there.
What's that?
Vegas. We trying to get him to Vegas.
Nah, Sacktown got it, man. Like the beam. Y'all hear the stadium. Y'all hear the roar in there. The beam being lit every damn day. They're offense.
Shout out to the fourth best center in the league, Domantas Sabonis.
Shout out that boy Swiper. You already know. Yes, sir.
By the way, y'all,
like the beam.
But real quick, y'all, the Chicago Bulls shut down Lonzo Ball for the rest of the season.
His knee's cooked.
Expected.
Yep.
Wow.
Look, his knee is absolutely cooked. And at this point, real quick before we get off here, if you're Chicago, what do you do? Because you obviously can't trade him because nobody's gonna want him.
The amnesty looking good right now.
Hey, I seen inside source. They said that it's more mental than physical.
Oh.
Ooh.
So we might get another situation in our hands.
His knee, you don't feel like it's right. Oh man.
So his knee is good, but
he's not good.
Not good.
Might be.
Ugh. I hope he's okay.
And this is a pretty tapped in source.
Oh man, hope everything's okay.
Get him to Charlotte.
Speaking of tapped in sources, I'm feeling good about Jacksonville Jaguars. That's all I'll say.
Until the free agents get poached.
The gang's coming back. Don't even worry about that. I got that on lock.
No, I said the free agents, the major ones.
Such as?
If you don't pay Jawan Taylor,
we're talking right now, but like it's a situation where you have 3 good tackles. Somebody gonna have to take it back.
Somebody gotta walk.
That man.
It's not like they don't want to, it's whether they can.
Pay them. Yes, you can. Pay them.
With what money? Look at the cap space. They gave restructures are happening. I will say that.
Get them restructures in.
Evan Ingram's back. He's locked up already.
And by the way, Jerry Marcus Sauce told me to tell y'all and implore y'all, get on Fortnite with us.
Oh, God.
Take
Fortnite.
Get on there with us.
I can't get on Fortnite.
All right, y'all.
You don't have any other friends?
It's been a fantastic pod.
It really
Yeah.
So before we get up out of it, first of all, Darnell, you gonna have the song of the week since you finally back.
Shit. Hold on, boys. Hold on.
Change is gonna come though.
Give us some Mick Jenkins from 2011 or something. I don't know.
Cartoons and cereal.
Ooh.
Weird Al Yankovic. I'm just kidding.
Motherfucker, no.
I was kidding.
The previous suggestion was more than satisfactory.
No, let's go with Marvin Gaye. I'm just kidding.
The Heart 5.
No Marvin Gaye shall be played in this thing right here.
Why?
You don't know about Marvin Gaye?
Well, we know he was shot. By
You don't know nothing else about Marvin Gaye? Google's your friend here, by the way.
Ooh, never mind.
Oh, God. I need to look it up.
Okay.
Jerry's eyes finna get big.
You just look it up?
And the feeling for some old school shit.
Come on, Michigan State. Finish it off. Do it for the crowd.
Marcus, give me your favorite song from the Carter 3.
Oh, Carter 3. All right, let me see. I am very much a fan of 3P.
Mm-hmm.
What am I missing here, Marcus?
About what?
Marvin Gaye.
Well, you know, he met his second wife when she was like 17.
Huh?
He met his second wife.
You Ain't Got Nothing is pretty good.
Let the Beat Build.
Let the Beat Build?
There we go. That's the one.
Where the hell is Steady Mobbin'?
Steady, but oh yes, Lord. Man, these. Let me stop.
Oh, brother.
Hey man.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Before games.
I don't know why, but I'm in the mood of just putting some old school shit.
Darnell got the ski mask on playing that song.
This man playing Cry Together with a ski mask on.
Y'all don't know Darnell when he ain't on this podcast and when he ain't trying to be a doctor. He got a ski mask on. He got a grill in his mouth.
Rest assured, even we don't know Darnell half the time.
I'm a very simple person, man. Very simple guy.
Street. He gonna be in his car blasting Steady Mobbin' down the street. You don't even know it's him.
Everybody blast Steady Mobbin'. So Darnell's a simple man in both his strengths and weaknesses.
I might do that tomorrow. My boss gonna pull up right when I do, and I'm gonna be blasting that and scare the heck out of her. What are you listening to? Don't worry about it.
That's hilarious.
Ski mask, just in case y'all try me today. Is that the one? Which one you picking?
I already sent you it.
Oh, you did?
I picked the Wayne version. I picked the Wayne and Gucci one.
We'll go with that. This has been another great episode. Finally back whole again. Will we be back whole again next week? That is the question.
I hope
next
so.
week. Tuesday. Yeah.
We going streak. Paul, no, we not.
Oh, is there women there?
Who's we?
Marcus, you dirty, horny sex man.
Hey man, it's been
Nasty bad man.
Hey man,
Nigga said we.
Tinder's a little
We.
dry right now, okay?
But
Hey,
yeah,
man.
everybody know where they can follow y'all on your burner accounts and
This podcast was sponsored by Tinder.
Yeah, man.
know the hell it
Oh
ain't.
my. Yeah, man. You can follow me on Twitter at JBreezyII and my backup at I am Breezy II. And my Instagram at JLamar's.
You know me, Marcus Davis 904 per usual. I'll be tweeting about reckless things as usual. No burner accounts necessary.
You can follow me at Not Too Famous and all social media platforms, and you can follow my burner at. All right.
It
See
says
y'all.
burner in Morse code. This man give us the Konami code for his burner. Nah, today Darnell ever has a real burner with day health food.
Oh my god.
Cause this man has a very unhinged mind as it is. For those who don't know this man, so him having a burner to fully express it all is going to be a wild day.
Put it this way: the only ones that's gonna know is very obvious is him is gonna be us three.
You'll see a whole bunch of Lori marketing propaganda. I'll tell you that much.
Like you already know, man. He already has his propaganda with people. Lloyd Martin is in the top of the list.
If you see him trashing certain players, yeah, you gonna know it's him. If you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at 74way1, where lately you've been seeing, ocean views overlooking the City of Angels, just saying.
This sounds like you're describing a Tinder/Hinge/Bumble profile right now.
Oh my god.
Podcast
Nigga hit him with the 3 goats.
or Tinder.
Hinge is kind of cooked right now. Tinder is still on fire.
Speaking of business, when we get off here, Jerry Marcus do not leave yet because we got to discuss that for the other podcast. But follow me on Twitter at AceWay1. I'm at Ace_Way1, ladies. You can follow the podcast account on Twitter at Indie Evidence and at Indisputable Evidence, which we have more content coming. It's been another great episode. I'm gonna leave you as we always do. God bless. Stay safe. Take care of your mentals every day. Check in on your loved ones and tell them you love them. Just check in on even if it's just a simple good morning or just check on your message. Check it. Stay safe out there. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Marcus.
Wash thoroughly with a washcloth and or loofah every crevice of the nasty, dirty, germ-infested, stanky asshole.
And if you love Jesus, you'll do it.
But apparently some of y'all don't love Jesus too much.
Seats be smelling crazy.
It's us.
Yeah.
It's us. Y'all know the commercials?
Yeah. But be safe out there, please, y'all. For the love of God, be safe out there. Not only with COVID going on, but just in general. Don't do nothing stupid out there.
Yeah.
Your life is too valuable for that. And with that, by the way, go Heat, go Gators, go Cowboys, go Braves, go Cubs, go Yankees. And with that, y'all have a good night. God bless y'all. We'll see you next week.
Sir.
Enjoy basketball, podcast fans.
Yes, sir.
Gonna be a nice little stretch run, man. Enjoy it. Light the beam.
And we at you.